straight from the gym to the recording room. Oh yeah, QUADECA fans, we are getting sweaty tonight. Sorry if that was pretty graphic, I don't know. What did you say I was pretty? I wanna know what you mean. I'm coming home to your city. I want you cause you're easier. Maybe I'm not in love. It's just the thought of you. It's just the thought. I want you cause I'm easier. So walk straight into the venue, had to go through the back. Guess who? You like movies more than I do. But who asked you? Cause you wait. Wow, okay. Yeah, will this hat fit on top of the headphones? Kinda. It's not gonna fit, but doesn't matter anyways because I gotta take it off. Hello. Like I said earlier, just came from the gym, you know, and I was like, you know what? I'm not completely dead. So let's finally get this video started. We are listening to a very notable guy nowadays in the music sphere, especially the niche of the YouTuber turned music artist, QUADECA. He has come back a year later to drop another full-length project known as Vanisher Horizon Scrapper. So QUADECA is a guy that I've been hearing about for a few years now, ever since his like whatever album dropped in 2022. I didn't mean to haunt you. But I was getting some praise for that album, and I was like, okay, maybe it might be someone to watch out for, because I honestly I did not know of QUADECA since that album came out. Like, people were talking about how he's like a YouTuber turned artist, and apparently he had a whole beef with KSI that I do not remember for the life of me. Not just because it wasn't like notable or anything. I literally just was not in the space when that was happening, apparently. So yeah, he's been a very notable YouTuber turned artist, and something to definitely note is the progression he's had as an artist, because while I haven't listened to I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, his mixtape other album he dropped last year, Scrapyard, was really good. I don't know, it took a while to get used to. Like, there's some parts where I was like kind of intrigued as to what the heck QUADECA makes, but I have a general idea. He is in the realm of the hip-hop sphere, but like Scrapyard specifically is very like experimental, I guess, in the most general terms. And as you can see, I did like a lot of it. A lot of it's pretty moody, but there are some bangers here and there, and QUADECA can flow. And now we're here with Vanisher Horizon Scrapper, a new album, and I am interested to see, since I've familiarized myself with QUADECA last year. Let's see what he can do with another big lengthy project. I say that it's only like an hour, but an hour is pretty long, okay? Frick, what was the... To be honest, I know he had dropped a single a while ago, but I don't remember which single it was. Wow, he has the full album on YouTube. That's lovely. GODSTAINED was a song I heard a while back, and I think that's the only single I really, you know, tapped into. Not to say I wasn't interested in the album, I just did not know when it was gonna release, so... yeah, I guess that's the only song sorry if I hit the mic. That's the only song I familiarized myself with. And, oh, it's right here. Okay, GODSTAINED. That's the song I have. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it was different, though. It was quite different from what we usually got from the Scrapyard era. So, yeah, QUADECA is a guy who seems to have a lot of evolution, either on the way or right here, right now. I don't know what else to say about QUADECA to like break our ice or whatever, but he is a YouTuber turned musician, and so far he has made some pretty good music. I don't even know what he did beforehand, unless his whole YouTube thing was music. Then good for him, good for him. Yeah, but he's probably the biggest, or he's probably one of the most well-liked YouTuber turned musicians right now. I don't want to say biggest, because like KSI literally, you know, Think of It was pretty huge, but for the wrong reasons. And there's obviously Joji, and you know, there's a handful of YouTubers turned musicians, and some are well-liked like QUADECA and Joji, and some get Think of It. Sorry, KSI. Yeah, okay. If you've been watching the channel, you know how this usually goes. I would do Genius Lore to get some formalities out of the way, but this person right here basically just has the whole timeline of this rollout for the album, and yeah, I don't think we need to go over that right now, but if you want to see it, you can. It literally has from like January all the way up to like pre-release, so you can look at that. It'll give you some good Vanisher lore. Look at this album cover though. It's very I don't want to say it's minimal, but like, you know, there's not like a lot that's going on, but maybe if I zoomed in or look deeper, there is something deeper in there, you know. I'm assuming it's like, you know, a little voyage traveling the seas, because that's what I got from GODSTAINED. I'm pretty sure the music video had him on a freaking boat or whatnot, so that might tie it into this aesthetic, this concept, or whatever it is. I don't know. And let's see what QUADECA has for us. I think I've rambled on a little too long. See what you got for us, Quad. I don't know why I keep calling you Quad, but I think it's just funny. I'm sorry if that's not good enough for you, but I'll say QUADECA. Sorry, we're pretty formal. We're not friends yet, or ever. Okay, anyway. Vanisher, Horizon Scraper, QUADECA, July 25th, 2025. 14 songs, an hour and 9 minutes. Track number 1, No Questions Asked. We got lyrics already? Hello? Hello? We're building up, or we built up. Dude, the fact that this track is 6 minutes. I mean, this video's kind of soothing when you aren't like crushing me with sound. There's a car going off in the background. Hey, good use of sound effects, dude. I don't know what a car be doing out in the ocean, but are we building? Let's go! They're singing. Hello, the vocal melodies, not harmonies. I'll be there when you'll be there when no one is. No questions asked. Shout out to Oleka. Apparently, the other vocalist in this song. Well, at least QUADECA will be there for you when you're alone. No questions asked. Loyalty, baby. Alright, next track. Waging War. And there's no lyrics. Okay. Hello? 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 They won't suffice then. Breathe. God. I hear you, drummer boy. God. But I will say this song feels very anthemic, very large, very grand. Hello? Who the hell's drumming? Dude, someone is popping the fuck off on these drums. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Oh? Okay. Wow, that was huge. Yeah, QUADECA is making a lot of, wow, he's got a lot of long songs in this album. We got we got back-to-back 7-minute tracks. Ooh-wee. Waging War references the character's war in his head with his pessimistic existential thoughts. It's also referring to the waging war the waves have constantly at sea. Yep, sounds about right. Oleka's part in this song resembles a loved one or a conscious of the character in the story. She has her doubts about him going on his journey and is scared he might opt for the common solution people often tend to take when they are not in their best mental state. The last verse further amplifies the thought. QUADECA is aware that his journey might seem like a suicidal wish, but he makes it clear he won't be making that mistake, no matter how hard it will get later on. So that also gives a little insight as to what, I guess, what this voyage will be, what this journey QUADECA will be on, I guess. He also has official annotations by himself, but I need to... Holy shit, it is so hot. Why is it so hot, dude? It's 8 p.m. Sorry, guys, I get sweaty with y'all, but after the gym, I need this. Okay, let's see what QUADECA has to say about some of this song. Oh, spoiler alert, psych! Reading through these lyrics, I love seeing your interpretations. A lot of good stuff. This line is one of the main reasons for the central metaphor of waging war. A sail is like a giant white flag that you are waving to get to your destination, weaving through the wind that works against you. You rely on the white flag. It is the way to control your destiny at sea. I thought it was interesting, this idea that by being on a ship in the middle of the ocean, you are effectively surrendering all control to the forces of nature and waving a symbol of surrender in order to stay afloat. It is through the act of surrender that you can regain a more honest form of control, one that respects the universal constants that you are always at the mercy of. I do like the fact that he acknowledges other people's interpretations, because I mean, I guess that's what happens when you have more poetic lyrics. I don't know. I don't know. Just QUADECA just has that type of lyrical structure or songwriting ability. Spoiler alert, psych. I guess we shouldn't look too much into these annotations because I guess it'll spoil a lot of the storyline that goes through the QUADECA album. That kind of seems to be a common thing with his albums. I'm not sure. I think that had something to do in his 2022 album. I didn't check it. So I guess we'll try to follow along the story, but it seems that this guy is just basically getting on this voyage, and I guess the voyage counts as a battle between him and his mental health. Seems to be something I can tag along to. Let's just see how the rest of the album goes then. Track 3, Ruin My Life, so true. And his lyrics, let's go. Okay, but these guitars though, hold up. Wait a G-dang minute. Got a little bit of a blues to it. Oh, don't worry, I'm not cute, buddy. Oh, the strings in the background too. Woo! Okay. And we're switching it up again? Please, QUADECA, just ruin my life, dude. Hello? Harry Wilkinson? I don't know what I did. I haven't done anything. I'm listening to your album, man. I made some YouTube videos here and there. I play guitar, you know, occasionally. I should probably get on that. Are those motorcycle engines? Hey, give props to this guitarist though. How is this guy able to make soothing and beautiful tracks and in the same track make it super chaotic? I guess that's just the experimental lifestyle, man. Yeah, but that was a really good track. Holy crap. Next track though, the track I've heard before the album came out, GODSTAINED. I've been listening to it in a while though. Give me a break. We already gotta give props to the string work. So, message on your skin, flaking from the paper. I never will. Me what I'm missing from the land you could. History from 1,000 miles away. Thought you knew. No matter how much I thought you knew. Fiberglass affliction, cannot December something 1998. I remember when I was alive during that. I wasn't, by the way. Hey. No matter how much paper and plastic. Hey, QUADECA rapping, hey. Hold up. GODSTAINED! Woo! What a single, man. What a way to lead off your album, dude. Golly. Hopefully I have the single versions, or well, I don't know if the single version is different on Spotify, but do I? GODSTAINED. Okay, see? I do have it added. I was like, huh, I definitely did listen to this before, but I don't remember if I saved it. Okay, I did save it. Good, good. So we can leave that there, but yeah, a very, very good lead single. I guess it is a very good way to introduce us to this new aesthetic and sound you want us to be aware of, you know, with the acoustic string, what's the word? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but the very laid back type of production, and then, you know, doing your QUADECA build-ups, and then you fucking come back with your rap verse at the end is like, okay, just flex on everyone, why don't you? GODSTAINED, stylized in all capitals, thanks, is the lead single off of QUADECA's fourth studio album, Vanisher, Horizon Scraper. A snippet of the song was first teased during an Instagram live on January 31st. It's been the months, man. The song and its accompanying music video follow QUADECA on a journey at sea. Seems to be a common occurrence, where he discovers a bottle floating in the water. Initially hoping to find a message inside, something that might offer him some insight or answers, he instead sees himself reflected in the discarded object, suggesting that he's longing to return to the place he left behind. Ooh, wow, this guy's pretty good at world building, isn't he? Hopefully this stays true later on, but he knows how to make some imagery with his like album eras, because Scrapyard obviously with all the freaking buried up cars and whatnot, and now we're here on the voyage at sea. It's like there's some very glaring objects that'll help you, you know, associate with the album era. Plus points for QUADECA for world building and whatnot. But yeah, what a really good single. Next track, At a Time Like This. Okay, what does that mean? Hello? They'll be missed. Is it still QUADECA? Hey man, times are pretty rough nowadays. You just gotta make it through. Hopefully those currents aren't kicking your ass right now. I mean, it kind of sounds like it musically wise, but hey, we still got a lot of journey left. Exactly. At a time like this. At a time like this. Holy macro moly. And you're still rapping, buddy. Flute? Drums? You're stepping up your production game, huh, mister?
Might as well, there goes the wind.
Hey, might as well up the game. I mean, come on. Alright, next, that was good. Next track, another single, I think, Monday. Okay, we're making music that would be in like a very good independent short film, or in an anime film, I guess. I don't fucking know. I would know. We're like, it sounds like some like rural town, basically. Music right here. So true. So true. Yeah, come on, the week just started. The long way? Like eating corn? Sorry. I'm making jokes, but my god, the music here is really good so far. Hat? I got a hat. I got a couple of hats, actually. Hey man, if you're talking about summer, dude, summer is getting freaking hot. Don't you give up on a man. Tell you I want to. You might have took it. Losing my grip on the runway. Corn to eat the long way. Hopefully this song doesn't get too chaotic. I can listen to this on a night drive, dude. Holy moly, yeah, okay. Mr. QUADECA talking about his relationship statuses, and along with how much it progresses throughout the seasons, basically. The second single for QUADECA's upcoming album, that's already out now, In the song, QUADECA describes the aftermath of a failed relationship in which he still has feelings for the girl but is scared to tell her. He describes multiple seasons of the year to emphasize how long this feeling has been occurring. This guy feels like the relationship hasn't started yet because I want to tell you I want you. You might have took it the wrong way. Feels like something he'd say when he's into a girl, not after the relationship has ended, even if he's still not over her. Or maybe he could have been rejected, but that still technically counts as before the relationship happening. Mondays often symbolize new beginnings, but they also represent difficulty, as this day is usually seen as the hardest day of the week. When things don't go your way, you're obligated to get rid of something. That's why QUADECA is saying that giving up on a Monday is wrong. The day is going to be rough already, so if you're going to give up, do it on a day when everything goes right and you feel certain about giving up. I guess. Yeah, you know. Around his birthday, wintertime, goddamn summertime. And you know, you can also tie it into the overarching theme about his mental health or like his existential thoughts and crises he's having with the relationship or himself, or getting the confidence into getting the relationship back on its feet or whatnot. You can probably make some sort of connections with that too. So, you know, there's a lot of intertwining types of narratives here, which is, you know, always very welcome in an album as ambitious as this, I guess. Or, you know, as an artist as ambitious as QUADECA. Pretty good single then. Pretty good single. I didn't listen to it when it first was a single, but hey, another good single. Hey, he had some pretty strong singles, didn't ya? Alright, next track, track 7, halfway point almost. Dancing Without Moving. I can dance without moving. See, I was dancing right there. Okay, but the use of concert instruments. H2? Shoo like the band? Alright. Hell yeah, that's what I look for after a cruise, after a voyage. God, what the fuck did you put in these instrumentals, man? It's got a very nice groove to it too. Holy. I mean, I hope so, with a song called Dancing Without Moving. Holy shit, man. Holy shit.
Paradise is just behind him.
Paradise? Uh-oh.
But if he turns around, it disappears.
Oh, okay. What did Harry Wilkinson mean by that? Referring to the character in the story about being in the middle of his journey, okay. Throughout this album, QUADECA set sail because he felt the need to be alone, to escape society as it is. Although he can't help but yearn about what is happening in the world right now, show me everything I missed this millennium. He feels like if he turned around, he wouldn't feel the need to head out at sea again. But the narrator saying this suggests otherwise. If he turns back, he'll find out the world is still the same, and the reason he left in the first place is still relevant. The paradise he made up in his head seemingly disappears. When humans dance, it is sometimes said to be the most down-to-earth form of self-expression there is. You metaphorically ride the waves of sound and reflect those in your movements. QUADECA subconsciously recognizes this thought. Setting sail completely alone is basically letting nature guide you literally through the wind, and metaphorically through its own dance it's doing. QUADECA refers to this phenomenon in multiple lyrics about the setting sun, the shooting stars, and the night sky. You dance along the earth without setting a single step. Damn. What a way. You know, this line about when humans dance and how it's the most down-to-earth form of self-expression, I just got a large reminder of Tyler the Creator's latest drop, Don't Tap the Glass, and his reasoning behind it, because that's literally what he wanted out of that album, just for people to move around and dance, because apparently he had like friends or whatnot who didn't dance or were like too afraid to dance in public or whatnot, and he was like, dude, who gives a shit? Dancing is one of the greatest ways to express yourself when it comes to music. And you know, I do a little dance here and there. I may look like a fucking idiot sometimes, but hey, I'm having the time of my life sometimes. Sometimes a song is just so good you just gotta move around, dude. Speaking of Tyler the Creator's latest album, yes, it has grown on me. I have a lot more songs that I liked off that album than when I first got into it. Maybe I was just a little intrigued and confused at first, but now I'm like, okay, I'm finally getting what Tyler the Creator wanted out of the album and seeing his vision. And while, you know, it's still something you shouldn't take super seriously, I get the vision and I appreciate it, and I do like the album, and I do like this song, and I do like the message he's trying to, you know, portray here when it comes to, you know, the metaphor of dancing without moving, because, you know, you're basically letting Mother Earth take the lead, basically. And I'm liking these like symbolic images about having the Earth basically take you, you know, have the Earth control where you go, control your journey, you know, especially, you know, y'all fuck with the movie Moana? I have not watched Moana 2, by the way, but the first one was pretty sick. Don't know if that was very relevant to the conversation, but I just wanted to mention Moana because it's a pretty good movie. Track number 8, That's Why. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Hello?
They switched some shit around when I was 16 and grade when I was 17. There's still some shit that keeps me purified. Just
yeah, reflects. Get a load of this guy, man.
I sound like a broken record when I'm talking to
Speaking of a guy who's also planning to release this year, I don't know why he sounds like Rich Brian here for some goddamn reason. I just don't know why he sounds like it. I might be going crazy, man. But he does low-key sound like Rich Brian here.
You might end up in my shop because you were walking through it. That's why.
This could be the case if he could just keep his merch in stock. Oh my god, genius annotations, man. Does QUADECA take traits from emo music? Because I mean, he does low-key have that sound. I mean, Scrapyard definitely did feel like that from time to time. You know what? Good for him. Alright. Alright. Doesn't get better than this. Holy shit, man. That's all I can really say sometimes. It's just holy shit, man. Just go do something on the piano, man. Just fuck it. None of this matters anymore. You know, very scathing, very self-scathing at the beginning, but it seems to be getting a little bit uplifting here at the end. Or unless he's saying it sarcastically, then yeah, that's getting quite unfortunate. But track number 9, I Dream About Sinking. That's not a very optimistic title, but hello? This little atmospheric intro. Hello? Oh my god, I'm floating. I'm floating, QUADECA. And then here comes the KSI feature, let's go! No, I am ruining the moment. You ever just hear an instrumental just so good and you just have to lock in on it, just be there with your thoughts? Yeah, that was a very good, well-placed instrumental. It basically felt like a little interlude kind of thing, but there's not that much cases where an interlude would be 4 minutes long, but I felt like that's a really good placement to have, you know, in the album, just because like of how, you know, chaotic and grand a lot of these songs have been beforehand. It's good to have a little, you know, a little come down moment, and not to say like this ruins like the moment, not in a way that like ruins the momentum of the album. It's just that, you know, maybe it helps like helps us come down a bit from what we've just been experiencing, or, you know, this is literally a point in the overarching story where he's at like a breaking point and he's just like, you know, he's laying down on his boat, just staring at the night sky with his thoughts. That's basically how I felt in this. That's basically how I imagined this sort of scene happening, I guess. And yeah, it's really well placed. I do like it. We got some good instrumental tracks here and there. Wow. Okay. Hey, that might be a pretty good highlight. But next track, we finally hit the double digits. Track 10, Natural Causes. Doing. Okay, we got lyrics. Let's go. Okay, hold up. Oh? Hello? The bass? Hello? Well, rest in peace. Rest in peace to all the people that died, you know, recently. Actually, you know, I'll just say, because, you know, in Hawaii, a very notable figure did die recently. I know it's not, like, super related to the story, or maybe, I don't know, but this singer, this reggae singer, Fiji, died this past week, and it was pretty sad to see, because, like, not only was he only, like, 55, which is still pretty young to be going away at that age, and, like, he had a lot of impact on the, like, musical scene in Hawaii. It's like he has a lot of very notable tracks with, like, other notable Hawaiian artists, and it's like, wow, it's kind of sad to see, because, like, it's just someone you've seen, like, have a lot of impact on the, you know, music on our area at the time, and not just Hawaii, like the Pacific Islands in general. Is like, wow, it's just a very sad situation to see. It's like I don't know the specifics of how he died. All I know is that he did die, like, last week, and it's just like, wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go too crazy and say, like, I was the biggest Fiji fan, but I know a lot of people who have definitely been saddened by the news, because I mean, I know a bunch of people who listen to that type of music. I mean, if you live on the islands, you know, you're bound to at least have a song featuring him or by him or, like, whatnot. You know, it's just what it is. If you're, like, into the community and the culture like that, it's just like, I have a couple of Fiji songs on my, you know, Hawaiian Islander playlist, and, you know, it's just kind of out of nowhere for a lot of people, and it's just kind of just that situation. You know, it could have stuff to do with, like, this song in general, but it's just, you know, with the talk of death, I just had to bring it up. I know a lot of people aren't from Hawaii. A lot of people probably won't relate to it too much, but, you know, The Rock did post about it, so, I mean, it's not like it's a completely niche tragedy for us. It's just, you've been on the islands or somewhere along the lines of that, like, you've definitely heard of the news, and it just sucks. But, yeah, okay. Wow. Sorry. Next track, though. Track 11. THUNDRRR! With 3 R's. Welcome back, Scrapyard. Kendrick, is that you? To look you in the eye? Okay, I need to blink. Jesus Christ, I can't do staring contest. I am sucking at. Okay, buddy, calm the fuck down. Bring that out of him. I said you bring that out of him. What the fuck is this track, man? Well, we're back to the chaoticness. I mean, of course, I'd hope so in a thunderstorm on the goddamn seas. Oh, well, that's a different type of thunder you're talking about. What the fuck is that synth? What the fuck that is moving in the background? A freaking mosquito or whatever. Whoa. Yeah, shout out to the Thunder, shout out to Shay and them, you know, 2025 champs, yay. God, that sound at the end was the sound of my stomach, because I am freaking starving. I can't wait to eat when I get done with this album, because my god, it is using up my energy. Also, I just got an Instagram DM from my friend who, you know, I posted something on my story and he replied, and he says, and I quote, I don't know if you can see it, but it just says hard. And he must have sensed it from a mile away, because this is a banger. This is a banger. Oh my goodness. This weird mosquito synth line. Be damned. I mean, God, QUADECA went freaking hard for this one. I mean, kind of matches the title. I'd hope so. God help QUADECA if he's riding the seas on a thunderstorm. That cannot be good. How many movie scenes have you seen where they're on a boat and then a thunderstorm happens? Yeah, those scenes get pretty gnarly. Oh my. Okay, so we're finally getting to the home stretch. A very long stretch, to be honest, but 3 interesting tracks. Well, 2 because of the features. Next track featuring Danny Brown. Track number 12, The Great BAKUNAWA? Sure, what the hell, sure. Hello? Close enough. Welcome back, the Beatles. Okay, the end of the world, baby. Clips? Okay. Shout out to Danny Brown, dude. He's got a very immaculate taste, dude. Yo. Hey, wait, chill. Not tonight, dude. Can we reschedule it? Okay. Holy shit, man. That was horrific. Guys, Danny, QUADECA, I'm scared, man. That song was good, though. Okay, so I'm a freaking fraud, because it's definitely not Japanese. How do you say it, though?
Bakunawa.
Okay, like how I've been saying it. Bakunawa is a serpent-like dragon from Philippine mythology, known as the Moon Eater. To prevent Bakunawa from permanently consuming the moon, Filipinos would play music to soothe the creature and ward it off. On the track, Danny Brown raps from the perspective of Bakunawa, with QUADECA attempting to stop him from consuming the moonlight and, in turn, himself. This continues the narrative of the album by showing the forces that are at play against the narrator, whether literal or figurative, as his voyage begins to turn perilous. Holy, that's a sick image. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting QUADECA and Danny Brown to lore dump Philippine mythology on me, but they really just got everything on this goddamn album. Danny Brown, on his prior collaboration with QUADECA, House Settling, is rapping in the perspective of carbon monoxide. Similarly, within the context of each song respectively, Danny Brown is rapping in the perspective of a sea monster, or in this case, the Great Bakunawa of Philippine mythology. This is further evident by Danny saying the line, "Take away with one bite, wanna see an eclipse," as the Great Bakunawa is said to cause lunar eclipses by swallowing the moon, earning the moniker Moon Eater. Well, I mean, also too, if you want to get like scientific on it, if we lose the moon, is it the moon or the sun? If we lose one of them, like, doesn't the currents get like absolutely fucking fucked? We need that gravitational pull to help keep the currents like what it is, and even still, the currents are still pretty gnarly. So yeah, if Bakunawa gets the moon, QUADECA is like mega screwed, basically. And yeah, he needs to try his damn near hardest to make sure that doesn't happen, or else, yeah, this voyage it's donezo. Yeah, my fellow Filipinos, you know, hey, QUADECA hears you, and he hears, and Danny Brown. So if you're Filipino out there, you know, tap the fuck in. But yeah, they were rapping their ass off on here. We're getting some bangers on this last leg. Okay, let's see this last stretch though. Track 13 out of 14, Forgone. Open the door right now. Hello? I've liked what I've heard so far. Why does it have 800,000 plays already? Was this also another single? Maybe I should start keeping up with QUADECA. We got some choir boys. It sounds like a freaking I don't know. It feels like something that'd be playing in, like, you know, the Holy Land, in a church. Hello? Sorry. Let's continue the track. The beautiful track, by the way. Hello? And we still got 2 more minutes of this song, by the way. Hello? Dude, QUADECA, whoever you have on drums, dude, you better give them a huge kiss. I have no words. That was just really good. That was just really good. That was a very good, lengthy epic. But now, anyway, let's see how the other lengthy track that ends the album. Last track, CASPER with Maruha, an artist I actually did listen to their EP, whatever it was, right here. The EP, it was pretty chaotic. It was pretty, you know, it was 4 songs, but still, it was fucking insane and chaotic. Yeah, if you like kind of instrumental music, instrumental fucking insane rock, yeah, you go. Rock or metal? What are they called? I don't. Yeah, sure, rock. Loud rock. Pretty gnarly stuff there. You can check that out if you like that. Anyway. Oh, I forgot to say it last track, but strap in. I hope you've been wanting to go somewhere. Go down the road. I mean, if you want to, yeah, sure.
You were born with a puzzling child. Return to
Harry Wilkinson has been a very prominent feature on this album.
the horizon is a prey like animal in your hand and your palm. Was never forgiven him so. And so much harder.
Here comes that fucking drummer again.
What the fuck, guy?
The depths reflect his mind. His time is getting.
Jesus Christ. Jesus freaking Christ. Holy moly. Oh my god. Oh wow, that was Imahura and fuck, what was his name? God, I was just so locked in. I already forgot his name. Jesus Christ. Harry Wilkinson show. Jesus Christ. They took the lead on that track. You know, QUADECA was there, and then oh my god, it basically just felt like Harry Wilkinson was like the narrator for, you know, giving us the last concluding words of what happens in the story. And with Mahura giving the most chaotic Mahura sounding sound I've ever heard. Basically it does not seem that it ends well for our friend QUADECA here. It seems like he gets either gets swallowed up by the ocean or something happens with the lightning or thunderstorm where it basically just comes to what I said about thunderstorms on the sea earlier. It does not end well. Seems like we're getting a very bittersweet ending to what could have been something about like finding yourself or finding purpose in your life, and I guess it just ends there. Ends up with you dying at sea, getting lost. Because I guess, you know, sometimes I guess you just die without knowing what your purpose in life is or whatnot. Or like that's the point of the journey, is that you don't know how it ends, or you don't know where the end point is, or what the goal is, or the objective. I guess you could go broader than that and whatnot. I guess that's just how maybe QUADECA wanted the album to end up like. But yeah, my god, yeah, Mahura and Harry Wilkinson, good god, they crushed that. I want to go somewhere. Why can't we just go somewhere? Can we go somewhere that waits? These lines speak on death. We instantly see that death is portrayed as stillness, in contrast to life's chaos. The desire isn't just for escapism, it's for anchoring, a place that doesn't drift away. This sets the tone for Vanisher's soul in search of finality. It's also in reference to the horizon. The sailor constantly sails to the horizon, hoping one day he'll reach it. But of course, the horizon will always move with you as you approach it. This is also reinforced by a line later in verse 1 of Casper, which says, "If you didn't chase it, it would have stayed still." God, we're just going fucking crazy on us, huh? The lines by Harry are almost teasing the sailor, saying that if you wanted to go somewhere that waits, you would have to stop chasing the horizon, as the horizon will only move when you chase it. Basically, stop chasing your dreams if you don't want your dreams to change, because once you attain one goal, you'll always have another. I guess that also just comes into my point about how, you know, you never truly know what the goal in mind is, or what the end goal or what the end game is, you know, or you're just stuck in this loop, this endless loop of trying to find the end. But either you just gotta give up, or the earth will give up for you, because QUADECA is fucking dead. QUADECA is fucking dead. And since we have a lot of themes about mentions about death here on this album and whatnot, and yeah, there's a lot to unpack. So with that being said, that was QUADECA's Vanisher Horizon Scraper. Gotta like that first. Holy shit, that was fucking amazing. I just gotta give it to QUADECA, dude. He just knows how to make a very cohesive, overarching story with an album from front to back. Concise concept here on what he wanted out of this album, and it doesn't end the way that I expected it to. It's a very grim way to end the album, but hey, I guess we need some of those in life, because that's just reality. But you know, lots of themes about self-validation, self-reflection, mental health, death, all wrapped up and connected and intertwined with this setting of being on the sea with the Voyager. The way Danny, Jesus Christ, the way QUADECA is able to just world build and create some sort of cinematic timeline with a whole album, or with this album, is just like, wow, it just shows the amount of care and effort QUADECA put into this. And it's like, I can't say the same for his 2022 album. I don't know. I'm assuming it has some sort of, I'm assuming some of the traits are similar from that album to here, but if it's anything like this album, then it must be pretty good. I know Scrapyard technically isn't the full-fledged, full-length album as like this, or I didn't mean to haunt you, because technically it's like extras of songs that QUADECA didn't want to use for other albums. And it's like, if an album or mixtape or whatever is full of tracks that he didn't mean to use for a full-length project, and then we got this where it's very concise and conceptual and well put together, it's like, wow. Yeah, I can see the hype as to why QUADECA has been getting the notoriety he has been post YouTuber turned YouTuber arc. I know a lot of people are still gonna treat his music differently because he is a YouTuber, and you know, unfortunately some YouTubers just get stapled with the tag of a YouTuber musician, and you know, kind of just affects your perception with the public. But honestly, to those who have been QUADECA soldiers for years now, I salute you, because it seems that your stocks have been paying off pretty well. I know I've only heard Scrapyard and this album, but I definitely think, I know it's wild to compare the two, but this is definitely my favorite QUADECA album so far. This is actually just there's actually just so much to unpack here, and the concept, the imagery, the way he executes this album and storyline is just wow. It's just it just takes my words away sometimes. There's just some times where I was just listening and it's just silent the entire time. It's like, wow, how the fuck did he conjure this up? I know I'm kind of making it sound like QUADECA is the guy who invented music or whatnot, but honestly, this is a very good album. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just really good. I mean, when's the last time a YouTuber has made an album with so much going for it? It's just insane. And don't even get me started on the musical aspect of this shit. Oh my. A lot of this just basically sounds like a great soundtrack to a movie that he already has in store. And I'm like, if all of this was in like a QUADECA, you know, film for whatever, I'm like, wow, it would fit the movie to a T. And I mean, I don't know where I'm going with that, but like, it's just a lot of this could sound really good for a movie soundtrack too. I don't know if QUADECA did make one or he's doing that with his music videos, but it would add on a lot of bonus points to the entire production. Yeah, wow. I've really just lost my words. All I can say is wow, this is just really good. It's definitely up there for album of the year contender. I don't know, maybe I'm agreeing with the QUADECA fan base, maybe I'm also a part of that chronically online music sphere, but I mean, it is what it is. It's just concise, it's good, it's chaotic, it's soothing, it's all over the fucking place, but it's just all tied together well. OG QUADECA fans, rejoice, man. Rejoice, because golly. I think I've done enough praising for this album, so with that being said, thank you for watching a QUADECA album reaction in the books. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Watch my other 2025 music related videos if you want to. Watch my non-2025 music related videos if you want to. We got some good freaking albums so far this year, don't we? Considering the fact that the year did start kind of slow, but I don't know why everyone just decided to drop during the summer. Maybe it's peak music dropping time, but so far we've just gotten album after album after album that are pretty notable and definitely deserve their praises. And who knows, we still might get more later in the year. I mean, we still got a bunch of year left. JID dropping, Metro might drop. Yeah, God help us if ASAP Rocky drops. I don't think that's happening anymore, but yeah, that's just in like the rap sphere. Who knows what else is there besides rap? I mean, like, god damn is right. Alright, yeah, shout out to QUADECA, shout out to YouTubers. Shout out to YouTubers. They make the website go round. Fucking YouTube, but shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to good music. And I am out. I'm going to go eat dinner now, because 2-hour recording. We are so back.